Oh, hi everybody. She's back. Um, so I'm gonna do a four cross reading, just a really quick one. Try not to take too much of your time. Um, on four different things, and I know you guys have heard the news about these children that have been over here, came over here for medical care, and they weren't U.S. citizens. Some of them came over here on vacation and got sick. Some of them are over here. They were over here for all kinds of things. Some of them were over here on visas, and then they got sick and their visa ran out. Some of them, I'm sure, are just maybe were illegal to start with. Some of them were even brought over here by our government to help them with research because of the medical difficulty they had. And now the Trump administration's given them all 33 days to get out of the United States. Whether they have any money, don't, and where these people would have to go back to their own countries, there's no treatment for their illness, so it means almost certain death to the biggest bunch of them. I don't know how many hundreds are over here going through this. Probably is a few hundred. I don't know, because there's a lot of really big hot children's hospitals here and stuff. But but this is another deal about if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit. It's just another way to take people's minds off of what's really going on. That our whole country's being sold down the river and probably being ran. I'm to the point now where I'm almost feeling like everything is being manipulated and ran by Russia. Even the way you don't just go in and tear a democracy up like he does. And him and that guy in the Amazon, are they working to see who can destroy the world first? Now they're wanting to take down our rainforest in Canada, and they got the permits and stuff to start mowing those trees down. What in the hell is the House doing? And what in the hell is it? We know the Senate's warped, but couldn't the House stop this some way? Well, they could do it if they'd really do a good deep investigation and impeach his ass. They could. Are they gonna? If they let him, excuse me, I'm almost angry, and I don't like to get angry. But if they let him in there for another year and a half, I think we might as well kiss our ass goodbye as far as the democracy. I don't think we'll ever be one again. God, can't imagine. And you know that we won't have a fair election either. They need to get him out of there. Get him out of there right away. So we're going to go four across. We're going to start with was it Stephen Miller? We know it was in charge of kicking these children out. Was that his brilliant idea? We know it's Donald Trump that's implementing it, but such a brilliant plan. It's worthy of the Gestapo. So that must be still Stephen Miller. But let's see. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, this is his past card. And it's the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm wondering, maybe it was just time for this whole teardown to happen. Because it almost looks like it was his destiny to be where he's at right now. And he's making all kinds of offers to Donald Trump, coming up with every rotten thing he can think of. Every rotten thing he can think of. And he's not just on the bottom of the barrel, he's got his head stuck to the bottom, digging up dirty, rotten fish. This is upside down. He's just trying to come up with every evil thing he could possibly think of to do to immigrants. And that makes me sad. So that's what's going on in the present. He's just trying to make Trump happy, and he's hilarious that he thinks he's making him happy. The challenge to this is the world. The whole world is watching this. They're watching what we're doing to these migrants, and we're going to be apologizing, paying back, everybody pointing the finger at somebody else, blaming it on them. I can just see it. Everybody blaming everybody, but I'll tell you who's going to get the most blame for this, who's going to go down in history for this, is going to be like a tete-a-tete between Donald Trump and Stephen Miller on what they could do next to hurt these poor people. And the outcome, if I get these cards the right way, I guess I do. The outcome's going to be not him walking away. It's going to be him just being totally disgraced and kicked out of there and made the boogeyman. They're going to be talking about him for years and what an awful person he was. And I'm sure I was asking if this was his ideal at the border. Yeah, it was. It was. And you know what? His luck has run out. His luck has run out. And the next row I was going to do of these is it the Secretary of the Interior that does the land management, Bureau of Land Management, whatever. I was going to kind of ask if they came up with this ideal to make Trump happy of cutting down the rainforest, our rainforest in Alaska, or was it is Trump and all the other dictators in the world working together? I mean, there's not another planet to go to, but maybe if they had all the money and all the goods in the world right now, that they could go under. Of course, Trump's damn near as old as I am. He ain't gonna live that much longer, but maybe some of them could live underground, have oxygen pumped in somewhere. What in the hell are they thinking? What in the hell are they doing? But anyway, the next one was going to be whose ideal was it to cut down the rainforest, in our rainforest? Well, we know it was done for money. We got the thief cards, the first one up. So we know that's why the plan came up to start with. And in the present, we've got the nostalgia card here, the children card, the past. Maybe some of these people that came up with this ideal, even for the many, maybe they're going to start thinking about this and think about what a stupid thing it is. Maybe enough people are going to fight against it that maybe they're going to stop them some way. But what's going on right now, we've got the attention, maybe groups motivated by children and by them having air to breathe or something. But I don't. If this doesn't get stopped right away, don't be surprised if there's not a big movement behind this to stop it. Because the challenge behind this for them getting away with this is justice. I feel like this is going to get stopped. They're not going to be able to do this. They might start, they might do just a little bit, but they're going to get stopped. They've already built the road. They built a road to get those trees out of there that they'd never been able to even get near with, like where they could take trucks before. But it looks like justice is going to step in. That's the challenge. And the outcome card is the Queen of Wands. So let's just hope and pray that this is our Congress. This is our the House of Representatives coming in and doing something. Let's hope this is all them together with Nancy leading them, coming in and doing something. Maybe we're all going to be surprised. Maybe they do have the goods on Trump already, and they're just waiting to spring it. And when they do, Pence is going too, and Nancy's going to end up being our interim president. Who knows? But she's at as far as that forest getting cut down, it looked like she might have something to do with stopping it. And the next one across was the loans at Deutsche Bank. Did the Russian oligarchs really sign those? They signed for Donald Trump to get that money? Yeah, they did. They signed for it. And he is worried about the truth coming out. And it looks like it's coming out. They signed for it. And I just wonder if that Richie Neal doesn't know that stuff already. Yep, here's Russia again. I don't know if Putin can save his ass, but I have a feeling, every time I see this anymore, I always think it's Trump looking to Putin to save his ass before this is all over. Maybe he won't need saving. Maybe they'll just give him the gold ring and bow down and kiss his feet. I'm beginning to think about that. The challenge to this is a deal made. It's the Two of Cups. God, I'm still thinking. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm still thinking there were some deals made with somebody to keep these taxes hidden. Anyway, there's some kind of deal made on these taxes, keeping them hid, keeping this underborn. And the outcome is the Lovers, which is yes, they definitely signed. Energy from Russia, money from Russia, backing from Russia, whether it was the oligarchs or Putin himself or whatever, definitely. Yes, if they get a hold of his taxes, they are going to find out the money laundering, and probably even what Lawrence O'Donnell said the other night. I got a feeling that they signed for those loans for him. And the next one is, will the House impeach? Will the House come back from vacation and start an impeachment? Well, we got the Hermit. Yeah, they're looking into it. Whoopee. BFD. Let's see. That was before they were looking into it, because that is the pass card. What's going on now? We got the Eight of Swords upside down. Well, this is to do with the House. This wasn't supposed to be Donald Trump. So I still think that they're more worried right now about what might come out on some of these people that are in the House of Representatives. That's just my feeling. And I mean, whatever, it wasn't my feeling. I was hoping it was going to say, all the cards were going to be, yeah, we're going to get right back and be gung-ho on this. But the obstacle to them not doing nothing is the Knight of Cups. They're going to get an offer and some information. Now, whether they use it or not, who knows? But they are going to get an offer and some information on that. And this is glaring even for me. I guess kind of late to worry about it now. But you know what? This looks great. I think, so we got the going away card. I'm talking too loud. This mic's right under me. But we got the last card in this still is a going away card. And I'm thinking, the minute I seen it, first I thought, well, that's Trump going away. But I think this is maybe a deal being made. I'm still hoping and praying that that they're not working with him, that they're actually trying to do their job. And maybe they're dealing, maybe they're willing and dealing behind the scenes to get him to leave on his own. So that's what I'm thinking is going on there. And we'll go down these. First one was Stephen Miller. Was Stephen Miller the one coming up with all the ideals to keep all the sunshine off of what Trump's really doing with all these immigrants? And of course we could swear the same one we started with, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. And it's going to change his whole life because he'll never live long enough to outlive this. He might even end up whatever, sick or something. And what he's covering up, trying to cover up all the theft and thievery that's going on by keeping the whole world looking somewhere else instead of what's really going on. Here he is looking at all it's the Five of Cups. The man knows that he's doing wrong, and he knows that this is not helping him feel good. Even his what would be the word for him? I can't even think of a word with him since I'm not supposed to swear on this channel. But even with all his evilness, he's feeling bad. He's even feeling bad. And I don't think he's feeling bad for all the misery he's causing other people. I think he's feeling bad because he knows he's going to get caught up in this. And the next one is the Hermit. This is definitely going to get looked into, and all this is going to come out in the open. All this is going to be revealed, and everybody's going to know what a true evil person he is. And the next one was the Rainforest. Oh yeah, there was a lot of money offered to a lot of big corporations and went and probably right into Trump's pocket for this for this rule or what degree or however he did it. I know it didn't go through Congress. Nobody voted on it. Yep, he was offered much money for that. And maybe it is. Maybe, I don't even think he's gave a thought to what this is going to do to our air, not having children even be able to live on the planet. But this is, what's the next card? That's what people are thinking when they find out about it. The challenge to this is they might have not be able to get that through. If stuff comes out that he's in cahoots with Russia, I think they're going to find out that there's regular plans, regular increments of stuff that they had been handing him to do at different times. And I don't think they're going to let them do it. I think they're going to have their hands tied where they can't go through with this plan, that they can't get it started. Oh, and the next one is, are we going to get the income tax papers from Deutsche Bank? So we got the world, so that means a shift in the world energy. That would definitely be a shift if his taxes got exposed. Be a shift or the shits or something. And at the present, it says justice is coming. So maybe they're going to get released quick because this is the present card. And maybe what's been holding them up is because they're trying to make a deal with him. We keep coming up with this deal card right in the middle of this. Trying to make a deal. And this is supposed to be the outcome. The outcome is the Knight of Cups. And let's just are they going to make that deal and he's going to prance out of office telling everybody that it was all his idea and that he wanted to go and all this? He knows the minute he gets out of there that they're going to have so much stuff come down on him that he'll probably never stop fighting, go into jail, that he doesn't end up in jail. But it looks like I don't know. It just looks to me like Trump's still making, that's what it is. Trump's still making Deutsche Bank. Okay. Deutsche Bank, he's still making them offers. He's still telling them all this stuff, that they can do and can't do, like he's got the right to, or like he's got to say so, which he doesn't. But he's still trying to make deals with them, and he's still sending them messages, and he's still sending them offering them payoffs. What that would be, he probably owes them more money than they'll ever come up with, but maybe that's just money he's got on the books. How much has he got stashed away just from that inauguration? What, it was like $2 billion or something like that went missing. It was a lot of money. I need to look that up. And the last one across here is will the House impeach? Well, first card shows somebody walking away in disgrace. It's upside down, totally in disgrace. So maybe they won't have to impeach. But that's what they're thinking, that they've got enough on him to make him walk away. Nancy's right on top of this. So maybe they do have a lot of stuff that we don't know about. Let's just keep our fingers crossed. About him and Putin, it's about stuff with Russia that they've got information on, or that's going to come out. And we got the Six of Swords. He's definitely going away. He's going away. I don't know. You guys might see something in these cards I didn't see, but it looks like that they're not going to have to impeach because he's going to be going away, because Nancy's got the goods on him. Him and Putin, all their malangerings. And he's just going to say, okay, F it, I'm just going to go away. I'm just going away. So that would be pretty nice. I wish I knew when. But that's what they're coming up with. That's trying to figure out what to read on today, and that's all I could come up with. And I'll see if these are worth putting up. And sometimes I put them up and I don't think they are, but people always seem glad to I get some really wonderful replies. And thank you all for watching. And if anybody wants a personal reading, it's Lynn tarotreadings@gmail.com. I'm leaving Saturday morning to fly to Boston. I won't be back till Tuesday, so I probably won't talk to anybody before then, but you guys have a wonderful holiday. Thank you now. Bye-bye.